Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Crate Expectations. I'm here with my co-hosts, uh, Skate, Sarah, and Kate. It's good to have Kate back on the show after a while, not being here. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
It's always fun to have you on. And we have the lifter unit, but no
Nope.
little man
No
today
little man. He's
so far.
sleeping.
Yeah.
So far, yeah.
Oh, we did get him on your conquest video though.
I know. I was surprised that he was just I shouldn't say I was surprised. He just likes looking at screens now, which sounds so bad, but
Aw.
he
Yeah,
really he really wants to play the game.
the best babysitter in the world is the TV.
Oh man.
I feel like a terrible dad now, but so today I think we're going to be doing more of a podcast style thing. We're not going to go into the game, because there's just so much to talk about.
Yeah. They gave us what, 5 posts?
Too many.
Yeah, six if you count Crumb, not Crumb, but Meatface talking about some like referencing how he's gonna use Leia or something.
He did?
I didn't see that.
It was just like a response post in the forums. He was like, I'm about to post my first thing," he said, on the, like, I think on the events server. And
Mhm.
then like that one showed up and I was like, "What is it?" Oh, it's just like him responding to someone. It's just like part of like a conversation in the forums. I was like, "Really? This is one of your five?" But no, he then of course he did post. It was a lot. I didn't expect Imperial Super Commando to get a rework. I didn't
Mhm.
expect Kate to read the kit for New Gideon, which I at least got one thing right.
Oh,
I read
um,
it eventually.
oh, good, good,
I feel
sure,
like I need
yeah.
to read it like at least 2 more times.
I would agree with that, yeah.
You
That's
know,
how I feel.
Kate was telling us earlier that she's read 27 novels this year so far, and I'm wondering if one of those was the Galactic Legend Leia kit.
I was not. I did not read that.
Oh, you're like, nope, nope. That'll be number
I tend
28.
to not read kits until I have the character to use, because if I read it before, it pretty much goes in one ear, out the other. So,
No, I'm totally the same way. Actually, I'm
yeah.
always I'm actually fairly impressed with when Sarah like reads the kit for the first time on HNN, and she actually has some good insights. I'm like, oh
The
yeah,
the
good
thing
job.
though that sucks is that happens and then I completely forget everything about the kit and all of the insights I had. And the character comes like 2 months later when you're actually using it. I'm like,
Right.
I don't remember anything.
Well, I do that for mods. People have been asking me like, wait, so why do you have your scout trooper modded like that? And I'm like, because Scout Trooper is good like that. I just randomly threw mods on so that I would have mod inventory space. Like
Don't we
there's
all do that?
Yeah. Storage
yeah.
lockers.
Yeah, like I don't mod characters until until they're in their final places, which is farmed and ready to go. And so even if I do know what the correct modding is, if I'm not going to be using that character, I don't mod them accurately because like a lot of the times the mods that they want, there's at least going to be a few 6E that need to be on there, and I just don't have. I'm not gonna like have some of their permanent mods on and some of them not, and try to keep track of that. I'll just, if I'm not using them, just throw some randoms on there, and call it good. Like if they're a pilot, maybe I'll put a little more thought into it.
That's fair.
But
I'm the same way.
I just think they need to increase the mod inventory cap
They really
so
do.
badly.
They also need to change the. I agree with you on that, by the way. Not to dismiss you. I think, like, closely related, I would love it if they would change the mod, or not the mod, but the layout, or not the layout. What am I thinking? Like the mod save, like you can save a certain amount of
Oh, the
layouts.
loadouts.
Loadouts, that's the right word. I, I know English, okay? I don't read 27
I was gonna
books a
say.
year, but
How many books have you read?
well, how many books have I read that use the word loadout? A lot is the real question.
Gee.
No, but they don't have enough to cover all the characters. Like you just run out of room.
Yeah. Which is, yeah, it's just bad.
It's not good. Also, I don't know if you guys run into this. I mean, this is something I run into as a content creator because I'm always making squad, like big, like squad lists and stuff, trying to,
Mm-hmm.
like, here's the top 40 squads you need in the game, or, here's all the defensive teams for 5v5 and 3v3. Like, you can only have 200 of those as well, I think.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah, I run into that cap all the time, actually. I have to delete, because I would love to save my 5v5 teams for the next 5v5, but I don't have enough to have all my 5v5 and 3v3, so I have to remake the list every time.
Such a try hard.
That, like, how are you getting to 200 teams?
Really?
Well, because I have a ton of other... I have a lot of other teams as well, like a lot of other from other videos,
We'll delete those ones.
Yeah, when you're done the video, just delete them.
Yeah.
You guys are bad at this. Let's move on. No, I mean, what you're saying makes sense. I just, there's certain things that I do need to keep just for my own reference. And
You have videos. That's what they're for. Go back and reference them.
You think I'd watch my own stuff? These things are so long. Gosh, I wish that guy would make shorter videos.
Oh, man.
You said it, not us.
Yeah, no, I that is something I've been trying to figure out how to do. I just talk so slow, damn it all. No, so going back to all the new stuff, I guess even further back, how are you guys doing with Malakose and Leia? Like, how many dealings with either of those have either of you had?
Malakose 3, Leia 0.
Yep. 3 and 0.
What about in Territory Wars? Have you seen them yet?
I think there's a Leia
Isn't
on
this the
defense in our
first
Territory
one?
War.
Is this the first one with them?
Yeah.
You know what,
Is there
Leia... No, Leia was around for the last one, because I remember we had one person in ODB, Sarah,
Uh-huh.
that was, like, we were facing a team or a guild that had one Leia, and so we had one person save a team specifically to counter her, and then they didn't place her on defense, but that was totally a thing.
I don't remember that. So I will just believe you.
Good.
I want to say we haven't seen one in TW yet, but I could be wrong and I don't remember who we played, so.
I think there is one on defense right now for us that we're facing.
Nice. Maybe I'll go try to take it out.
You do that.
For footage reasons.
Pretty sure I'm not allowed to say anything about this TW, so.
Oh, who are you facing?
Chromium, I think.
Oh, is that like Ma?
Ma 1.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you can't say anything. Makes sense.
Nope. Nope.
Right. So, how do you like Malakose so far? Since Leia... can I just actually rewind just a little bit? I made an unlock guide for Leia. Because I'm babysitting someone's account right now. I'm not doing even the dailies. I'm just doing things that pertain to the guild to make sure. So tickets and platoons, essentially. Because this person happens to have a lot of eccentric relic 9s. So, anyways, they also, when they left, they're coming back to the game, and so they were like, well, there's 30,000 crystals on here. You can spend as many of them as you want, and if you want to make some Galactic Legend Leia content. I have everything ready to unlock her. I just don't have her unlocked yet.
Oh,
So
okay.
I made an unlock video, an unlock guide for it. And then apparently I was feeling pretty cavalier about it, and I just jumped into the ultimate mission, and she's gear 1 with no mods,
Did she win?
and
And like,
you can't lose. I've done it like 5 or 6 times now. Yeah.
you're kidding.
You can't lose the ult. Well, maybe if you tried. I don't know. I haven't tried, but I just button mash, and eventually you win. I promise. Like it's I don't know if it's a bug or intentional, but yeah, you can't lose that mission.
Sounds like my kind of mission then.
Yeah. So she's gear 1 too. Like your abilities aren't upgraded.
No.
Right. No mods, no abilities, nothing. But it's like a preview for the raid, is what it is.
Oh,
You
is
say
that
that
the?
now, and somebody's gonna lose, and then they're gonna blame you.
Yeah.
Well, that shouldn't be stupid and not gear Leia. Damn. Like,
But is that the speeder bike tier?
yeah, it's the one with the speeder bike animations. And so yeah, you have, it says like you can take a certain amount of damage. There's a little counter for damage over your head.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't, it's not specific about it. It says like everyone lives until you hit your damage capacity and then you die. And I don't know what the damage capacity is, but they just don't do it enough before you just kill all of them. And you win. Yeah,
Man.
so
I hope it's still like that in 2 months when I unlock Leia.
I know, I
Same.
hope so too.
I hope it's not a bug.
Yeah, I
Why
don't
did
think
you
it
even
is.
mention that? Now they're gonna know too.
They don't watch this show. They
How
actually,
about
this is the only one that we know that they have watched.
Yeah.
Actually,
Just like don't
Definitely
listen to
have.
anything he just said.
yeah, don't listen to this. So, what? All right, so Leia, like plebs like us, don't have access to Leia yet. I won't have Leia for another probably 3 to 4 weeks, is my guess.
How many are there in game? Like 800
Not a
or something?
lot. I was gonna
Last-
say, like, even in my guild, like in Vanguard, the last I checked, there's only 12, which I feel like that's
Right.
pretty bad for
Hmm.
a brand new GL.
We have 7 in ODB.
Do
I
we
feel like
really?
that just
Yeah.
it's so low compared to the other GL releases. It's not a good stat.
Well, there's so many marquees,
That's
and
the big issue, yeah.
I can't spend $600 just to unlock her a month early. I can't do it. And that only, I mean, they've also made it so that she needs Relic 9, kind of. I mean, maybe you don't need it, but she's really going to benefit from it, and it's not going to be. You can't just casually. It's like that meme. Like one does not simply gear someone to Relic 9.
Right.
And so you unlock the character. You pay for all the characters and then those have to get to Relic 7, and then once that happens, you unlock her, and she's the only thing she can actually do and accomplish is her ultimate mission. At that point, until you actually put gear on her, yeah. And it's like if you want to get her to Relic 9, I mean, maybe you have the gear waiting if you've planned well and everything, but I just think a lot of people are just going to take it in cadence, like, oh, well, I'm farming other stuff right now anyways, we'll just pump the brakes for a little bit, and I mean, honestly, I don't think that's going to hurt people.
I think it'd be one thing if it
patient.
was like 2 of the marquees are still not farmable as of the recording of this.
Yeah.
I think it'd be a little different if maybe there was 3 marquees total and like one of them was not farmable. I think that's how Jabba was when Jabba was released. But having 2 that are not farmable just makes me very unmotivated to rush it at all.
Absolutely. I mean, I would. So yeah, doing the packs, the gamble packs, it's approximately $300. Obviously, you could get lucky, but it's
Right.
you can't count on that. So it's about $300 to gamble pack for one marquee, and I would maybe consider that might barely be within my price range as a spender, but 2 of them, no way. I'm just and for characters, I mean, I guess I care a little bit about Drogon, just in the sense that he's going to help Leia a lot, but Drogon and Scout Trooper, whatever. I'll get them when I get them, you know?
Yeah. They'll be farmable soon enough.
Yeah.
I think that's the mentality a lot of people have too.
Yeah.
I think even like just my guild being where it is really shows that, because it's like, and I'm sure if you look at the other top guilds, there's not 50 of them in any of them, I would think. I'm not entirely sure on that. Don't quote me on that, but nobody really seems to be in a rush. Nobody seems to be in a rush.
Yeah, I just looked, and there's 851 total unlocked.
That's pretty bad.
That's
Says the free-to-play player who's just contributing to the
Well,
problem.
but
there
no.
is
Yes, but no.
there is one that is at gear 1. We know
Xerath?
which one it is. Oh man.
Yep, that's totally me. Well, not me specifically, but yep. That's in Hot Ski Patrol. That's for damn sure.
Wow. Yeah, this is too much math for my brain to handle. I don't know how many guilds is 851 Leias.
To be fair,
Why don't it just be 851 divided by 50? Oh, I could do that. 851 divided by 50 is 17, a little smidge over 17.
Correct.
Which is, that's, how many guilds are in the entire game? A lot more than 17.
Well, I think the interesting fact of it is that the majority of unlocks, and I don't know what it is now. Maybe the bigger guilds have caught up, but when it was down to like 600 people back when the initial unlocks, the day one kind of unlocks, there was about 600 people who unlocked, and I think it was 60% of them belonged to guilds that were significantly, they weren't part of the top group of guilds. I forget what the grouping of guilds was, like top 100 guilds, top 20 guilds, something like that. But like a lot of them were just collectors who just wanted the new Galactic Legend and had the disposable income to get it.
Hey, good for them.
Yeah, they just wanted to unlock it as soon as possible.
Yeah, if you got that kind of income, go for it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think arguably you probably have that kind of income too, Kate, but
me? Yeah, definitely not.
Well, to spend any money on the game, but we don't need to go there. I'm just giving you a hard time. I have no idea. But yeah, Leia is interesting. I mean, I think the time that I'm going to have the most anxiety about missing Leia is when Endor Escalation 3 comes around.
Right. Which they haven't said anything about.
Oh, did you look at the new calendar? That's the one post I did not read.
Ooh.
You didn't read a post? God, Sarah.
I looked at it.
I was hoping you would read it and tell me about it.
I saw it was posted.
That I opened the link.
I'm clicking it now.
Endor Escalation, is that what we're looking for?
Yeah.
October 10th.
Is it only scheduled for once per month?
Looks like it.
Because Smuggler's Run 2 is 3 times a month on average.
Yeah. As of right now, it just says October 10th.
I'm going to go with that because I don't see it on here.
Are you sure you're literate?
It's at the bottom.
Oh, that's why. It's all the way at the bottom. I didn't get there.
But I wonder.
She's too literate. She's literally reading every line.
No. Oh wait. Yes, you're right. Sorry. Smuggler's Run is roughly twice a month, and we do it twice per time.
No, it's roughly 3 times a month. I was looking at, where was it that I found a listing of every single time that it was there, and it even broke down how many days in between from the last one, and on average it was every 10 days.
Totally other question, because I don't know the answer because I don't usually check a lot. Do they usually post like the Jedi Knight Cal event? Like, would that be on this calendar?
No, it wouldn't.
No. Oh,
No.
Like they might update the calendar potentially
to include it.
to include it once it's announced, but like if Cal, I'm guessing it's not going to be this week, which I'm kind of bitter about. I think it's going to be in October. I think it's going to be on Halloween, is what they said or they hinted at.
They hinted at, yeah.
Which would be 4 months past when the last time he was released. But, anyways, I was hoping it was going to be this week. Like they just always keep their mouths shut until it's released, basically.
So in September and August, Endor Escalation was also on the 10th. So I wonder if it's just like always the 10th.
Oh, okay. I don't know. It seems to me that if we're only getting it once a month, even if we get Omicrons with it, it doesn't seem like something we need to super rush for. As opposed to Jabba, Smuggler's Run 2 is incredibly impactful.
Yes, I agree. Well, I'm also curious, like, will we be able to do Endor Escalation twice?
Right. I mean that's a good question too.
So, because realistically, we're getting what relic material from it, like, and maybe 1, 2, or 3 Omicrons.
Probably one with the
So,
with the screenshot potential. You're like,
Yeah.
I got 3. Yeah, screenshot. Second guild.
So if
Everyone
they keep it how
gives
it
you the middle
is,
fingers.
and it's once a month, and you can only, let's say you can only do it once for argument's sake, you have the potential of not even getting a full Omicron a year.
Right.
That's bad.
It's pretty bleak. I mean, well, I wouldn't say maybe it's not necessarily bad. It's just not that noteworthy, I guess.
Well,
'Cause-
it doesn't make you like Jabba, like you were saying with Smuggler's Run 2, like you would want to push to get Jabba because that had a very notable impact.
Sure.
Oh, the
I feel
material you got from that huge
right?
impact. Yeah.
I feel like this wouldn't have that much of an impact. Unless they were like, you can have 300 bronzium wiring.
Right. Yeah. We'll see what I'm really interested to see what the screenshots for the first round are going to be because there's no way I have her unlocked by the 10th. But I guess I never say never. But yeah, probably not going to happen.
What's slacking?
What's that?
What's slacking?
You could gear your Gear 1 Leia.
You could, yeah.
There are actually reasons for me not to, which I'm not going to get into.
But then you could see the rewards for yourself.
Stop with the tempting, please.
You could have the first video out of look at these
Yeah.
rewards.
It's very logical.
That is the face of I'm really considering this now.
It's the face of annoyance that I'm potentially gonna have to do something else. I already do so much. Gosh. Who knows though? Maybe. So. Moving on though, I only wanted like we're gonna have to go over to Sarah's channel here pretty soon, but I do want to talk a little bit about Malakose. What do you guys think about Malakose so far? Like inside of GAC, outside of GAC, what's your initial impression? What do you think? Kate, do you need me to tell you who Malakose is?
No, I know who Malakose is. I was trying to give Sarah a chance to answer.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember what I used him in. I know I used him in something, and it wasn't like crazy. Maybe I imagined using him in Territory Battle. Which is obviously the wrong place to use him. I just set him on defense though in GAC, and I just watched people not beat him.
Yeah.
I'd say that's a good thing.
Yeah. Did you get Malakose? You probably unlocked on your bigger account, right, Kate?
I unlocked Malakose. he wasn't geared up this round, but I went against 3 Malakoses. The first one was nasty. That one, they hit it in a back wall. So I went into the back wall with pretty much only my C left, which not the ideal counter for it. And it was Seer, Malakose, Cal, Maul, and Crew, and it just annihilated me. I went against that team, and I applied my Omicron to Malakose.
Did you only apply one?
Yeah.
You only had one available, it sounds like.
I only have one available, but I try to get away with only applying one to teams that have like multiple, like Malgus. I think I only have one on, if I have any. I don't know what I have. I try to get away with
just one. You can get away with just one on him.
I try to get away with just one Omicron on teams, just especially GAC ones because of where I play. GAC Omicrons are not my priority. The TW ones are. So
how many does Trench have?
1.
Oh, I can see that you're prioritizing territory war.
I just made a comment about 1 per team. That's what I tried to do. I think there's only 1 on him.
So I'm just double checking what the stats were on the one that I faced. Okay, never mind. This one didn't have his Omicron on it, but Seer did.
Yeah, the one I had also went against that round also had the Seer Omicron on it. It was just nasty. Yeah. And now we're gonna have the Datacron set with Malakose.
I know.
I am like, okay, I'm kind of glad I applied that Omicron and he's going on defense. I'm trying to figure it out.
I've seen a lot of people
fun on offense.
Man, I've seen a ton of people saying they want to give Malakose the 3rd Omicron now.
Really?
Yeah, just because it seems so. I don't know if it's too early to make that call though. Like it just seems so strong.
I applied it on both accounts.
The 3rd one?
Did.
Yeah.
Did you have enough for that on PX?
Yeah.
Huh.
Go check. I have like 0 left in the bank, but yeah, he's got all 3. Yeah, he's You say that like it was never worthwhile anyways. I thought from the start that all 3 of them. I mean, like the 3rd one maybe not on the special. It was like, well, depends on where he goes, but if he's with Seer, I think you want it. And I'm not surprised. He's crazy, man. He's super fun. I'm really excited for all of his potential.
I think people are just like more hesitant to give 3 Omicrons right away.
I completely agree with that. Yes.
I think that's what it is. And now people are like, okay, we should.
It's expensive, like especially if you're somebody who is either free to play or doesn't spend much money in the game. 3 Omicrons is a lot.
Join.
Yeah. Some people just don't join GAC. So
no, but you really think about it. How long does it take you to accrue the 20 pieces for 1 Omicron? And then you have 3 of them. That's a while for 1 character.
Yeah, my mostly free to play alt that Sarah helps babysit. I put 3 on a lot of them. I think I put 3 on Malgus as well, which I don't think I needed to put 3. I think that was a mistake, but it's good times.
Yeah,
you're right. In general, it's a little bit overinvestment. I think putting 3 on a character, like you really have to. That squad really has to do something with itself at that point. And honestly, I think the thing that stresses me out a little bit is he's kind of just you put all this cool stuff on him. You put good mods. You put Relic 8 or something, and then he just sits on the bench for all the other aspects of the game.
Yeah, like I don't see him doing much anywhere else. Maybe, I don't know, maybe Territory War with like Fulcrum and like what'd you do with full Seer team there?
Yeah, I mean, probably used in Territory Wars. But
I just don't see that being as effective as the GAC comps.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, he wouldn't be the star player in it, certainly, right? Like he would just be sitting there.
No,
He'd
but
be
that is
he'd be
also
observing.
like that's an annoying point I have with Conquest just in general. It's a lot of the Conquest characters are not the most usable outside of their specific Omicron realm.
Oh, and I kind of agree. I mean, what they're kind of trying to do the
not
designs.
all, not all. So
I feel like they're trying to do the design space thing, kind of, where it's like, they because they're really impactful characters, right? They're like boss level characters, kind of like legendary level, whatever you want to call them. They're really good, and yet they're releasing 4 of them a year,
Right.
and free to play get them as soon as pay to play or pay to win. You know, and so they release these characters, and at least their power is just going to be limited to one little corner of the game as opposed to every aspect of the game. Like Kat is dominant everywhere. She's amazing. And I think they realized we need to stop with these characters being dominant everywhere.
it's been the last couple that, like Trench and trying to remember who the other one was. They're not really that great out. Like Trench is not really that great outside of TW. And even then, he's not the greatest.
He's a good cleanup team, man. That's basically what I use him for.
That's
all right.
sad.
We're out of time.
When that's a Conquest character.
Oh, I know. I'm sad. He's Relic 7 on both of my accounts. It is sad. 0 Omicrons combined. Okay, so we're gonna go to Sarah's channel here, guys. Found in the video description. And leave a like, comment. You can find Kate's Twitch channel in the video description. I didn't say that earlier. I apologize, Kate. But go watch her on Twitch. Go follow her. And she's always listening to metal and making snide comments about things. It's pretty good. Pretty good time. So
you can see Zareth pop in there and say he likes to yell at me.
We can see reading comprehension at an all-time low. All right, guys. So we're going to go to Sarah's channel. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, all the things on here and on her channel. And we'll see you over there. We'll actually talk about the new stuff over there.